Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this one, I'm going to be showing you how to flip mounts in WoW. So let's get right into it. What you're going to need is TSM, and that is pretty much the only add-on you're going to need to actually do mounts effectively. And now, how to actually do it. You're going to want to have a group on TSM with all of the mounts inside of it. So let's head over to Browse, and we have our group right here called BOE mount. Now, if you have the flipping guide, you'll already have this group. If you don't have the flipping guide, you can get it. It will be the first link down below. It just teaches you how to flip, and it has all of my TSM groups and operations to sell things at a profitable price every single time. With the operations, you can't lose money. It's always 50% more of what you've actually paid for the specific item, and that'll be linked down below. But how this works is basically you need to have a group, and when you scan it, it's going to go through all of the mounts. Now, mounts are a bit different than transmogs. You can pay a bit higher of a market value because some of them sell really quickly. Now, what you're going to want to be doing is tracking right here the market value. So 100% means they're selling for the market value, and the market value just means the average price for your round. So with mounts, they're a bit different to the other ones. You can spend up to, well, you can buy up to about 50% of the market value, and this will give you still a decent amount of room to actually profit from. When you're flipping mount, you really want to be looking at the market value, and you want to also be looking at the region sale average price and the sell rate. Now, some of the sell rates are a lot better than transmog pieces and pets and all that sort of things. So for an example right here, the main item, we've actually sold 22 of these in the past just on this flipping challenge character, which is pretty decent. So the only two that I would recommend flipping right now, where you could flip 3, would be the top 3 right here. And basically this is the market value price over here, and the lower this is, the better. So you could try flipping this item right here. You could buy them from the 48% all the way up to the 65%, and then repost them at our current price that we've got them listed for, which is 376 gold. Now these sell really good. They've got a really good sell rate, this specific mount. Moving on to the next mount. Now you could also buy this one. Anything, I prefer to stay under 50%, but you could go up to say like 70%, so you could buy these 3. You just want to make sure it's below 70% at a maximum, and what your main goal is going to be is to flip them for 100% of the market value. So what you could do with this one right here is you could buy all 10 of these. You could buy the ones that are listed at 65%, 65%, and the ones listed at 68%, and then you could undercut the next person, or you could buy these 2 out and sell them for the market value, which would be 4,431. Then moving on to the Great Sea Ray, you could also buy this. You could buy, well, technically you could buy them all out, and you could relist them for 100% of the market value. So you could buy them for both these prices, then relist them for 82k each. I recommend though staying under 50% of the market value. Now when you're flipping mounts, it may be harder to find really cheap mounts because people kind of know what the prices are, and people know that these things are going to sell. So your main thing to actually make a lot of gold with flipping this would definitely be running a lot of shopping scans. So the more often you run a shopping scan, and depending on your server, some of the low pop servers, you can actually get super cheap mounts on those because people are just basically been selling them for a long time because it's a low pop, and they basically lower the price out of desperation to get the sale, and that is where you can scoop in and you can actually get some really cheap mounts. But what I would only flip out of all these really would be these ones right here. So I'd buy up this right here, that is at 48%, and I'd honestly buy these next ones here just to get the price up to 88% where we've got our others listed. Even that, I'd probably cancel the ones that we've got listed. We've got a whole heap, and what we could do is reset the market price, so we could sell them all for about the 400 range mark, and that is probably what I would recommend doing. So that is what we're going to do. We'll reset it to about the 400, about the 454 mark. Alrighty, so we've got the price up to 400, and we'll cancel this one too. So it's 454 gold, which is 106% of the market value. So when we go and get this item out of here, that is what we'll relist at. Now, if you wanted to get even more mounts for really good deals, what you could do is that you could transfer gold across all the servers, and what you could then do, well, you do that by buying a item that sells on the region-wide auction house. You need 2 accounts to transfer money easily, and basically you would buy, say, a random like trades good, just something random, just like one of these grey items, and you'd buy them for super cheap, and you'd buy the whole market out. And then what you'd do on your second account is you would list it on your first account, say for 100k gold, and then you'd buy that specific listing and item on your other account for the 100k, and it would transfer it over to the realm that you've brought it off. And that is how you can transfer gold across characters to different realms for only a 5% fee. And what you could do then, once you have gold on all the realms that you want to buy on, you could simply buy the mount on that realm and resell it on that realm too. However, if you're just doing it on one realm, you just want to do what I've just been showing you, just do consistent scans, and you should find some good deals over time. So we've got these ones that we've cancelled, and also the ones that we've brought. So let's grab them all out, and now we've basically reset the market price for this specific mount to 400, I believe it was 54 gold. So on our smart average, we paid 250 gold for these mounts right here, and these ones sell really good. They've got a great sell rate. They're one of the cheaper mounts, so if you could do it with the dearer mounts, you'd make even more gold, but this is just an example of how it works. And then what you want to use is use the TSM groups, which are inside of my flipping guide, and you want to use BOE mounts, and you'd simply just run a post scan, and as you can see, it's going to post it at a much higher price, always profitable. And as I said before, it's going to be 454 gold each for these. So this is basically how you flip mounts. The more consistent you are with doing your shopping scans and finding underpriced mounts, the more gold you'll make with this. It's only a quick scan. It's only got there's only 45 items on this auction house that it's actually going to scan through. So this scan will be done within seconds, as you can see. And then what you'd want to do, if anything is under 50% of the market value, you want to buy that up straight away. All the items that are in this group sell extremely well. They're all the best BOE mounts to actually flip, and you'd simply buy those up and then relist them for a profitable price. Now, if you want to learn more about flipping and flipping in World of Warcraft from all different sorts of styles, not just mounts, but how to get started, how to download TSM, set up TSM, then I believe we have 4 different methods of flipping inside of the flipping guide. You can go ahead and grab that. It will be the first link down below in the description box. Anyways guys, hopefully you enjoyed this short video on how to flip mounts in World of Warcraft. If you did, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe for the next video. Till next one, take care.